Hey, everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show, powered by SoundCloud Studios and brought to you by our official sponsor, The Mike Wagner Show, international war-wearing author, Me and Muslims They're Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. He's backed by popular demand. He's on a personal mission to make a difference in the world by providing people the education and tools to restore optimum health and enhance their quality of life using a wonderful light technology. He also explains how this light or this energy works with the quantum field to basically activate the body's own health and healing ability, and also explains a 5-step process using, believe it or not, a photograph. And he's got some updates for us, and we'll go into a little deeper dive into some things and a little bit of demonstration live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in his laboratory. We're not going to tell where he's going to be at. You don't want to be tracked. He's on a personal mission to make the difference in the world, to make people healthy. And once again, he's back to talk about Scalar Energy and Scalar Light. Once again, the multi-talented Tom Paladino. Tom, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us once again.
Mike, thank you for the invite once again.
Well, it's great to have you on back as well, too. And it's just amazing what Scalar Energy or Scalar Light can do. We've had some inquiries about that. So let's dive a little deeper into it as well, too. You're basically been on a personal mission to make a difference in the world by providing people the education tools needed to restore optimum health, and also explaining how Scalar Light and Scalar Energy works as well, too. And plus, we talked last about a project as well, too, and give us an update on that and a little demonstration as well, too, and how can Scalar Light and Scalar Energy provide difference. Once again, very quickly, tell us you got started, and very quickly explain Scalar Light and Scalar Energy.
Okay, scalar energy, scalar light. It's the energy of the sun and the stars. These are scalar energy instruments. I don't work with electricity. I work with another energy, the energy of the stars. Why is that important? Because this type of energy allows us to have a mandate, a control over physical forms, and we'll get into that. Why did I do this? Well, I read about Nikola Tesla when I was very young. And this is Tesla energy. This is Tesla research. And I'm continuing on to some extent with the research of Nikola Tesla. And that's the trajectory that I'm on today.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And of course, let's look at the equipment as well, too. Now, is this the exact same thing that Tesla was using, or maybe just throw some updates, maybe explain some of the things that's being used right now?
Yeah, these are custom built instruments. So I studied Tesla in theory, but I never was able to gain hold of his schematics, if you will. So these are scalar energy instruments that work in the quantum field. Now, here we go, by way of a person's photograph. This is my photograph. I will actually place a photograph inside the instrument. And the instrument then finds my character, finds my signature. Every photograph has light. So I only work with photographs. It's not a biological process. It's an informational process working with photographs.
Okay. All right. And also maybe if you can just move your microphone a little bit, maybe we could have people here as well, too. So if you're directly behind the mic, okay, that's perfect as well, too. So of course you hold up a photograph and then, explain the process from there as well, too. You have a photograph. Okay. So let's say a photograph. So
if I were to take my photograph and I would place it inside the scalar energy instrument. Now, once in the instrument, it recognizes my signature and it can find me through this quantum field. So much like a cell phone can find another cell phone, my photograph placed in an instrument will allow this quantum instrument to send me quantum energy.
Okay.
Now, that photograph now is under the influence of scalar energy. Now, let me demonstrate to your audience how much power that is. I'm holding in my hand a light bulb, a fluorescent light bulb. And when I pass this light bulb close to the instrument, it illuminates.
Okay.
That's the power of the scalar energy instrument. You can actually illuminate a light bulb. But here's a fluorescent tube, just as a demonstration. That's how much energy is coming from that instrument. So when I place my photograph in that instrument, I'm enjoying that quantum energy. It's Tesla research. This is, if you will, an extenuation of the research that Tesla spearheaded over 100 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And you talked about the quantum energy being able to find you. How does that different between that and the current GPS that we're currently using?
Yeah, that's a good point. So the GPS we're using relies upon satellites and some type of triangulation. There are no satellites involved here. So this is the grid system par excellence. Why? Because the universe is the grid system. In other words, as long as I place that photograph in the instrument, it can find me. It can find my quantum signature. So I don't need satellites. I don't need transponders. I don't need any type of hardware. I simply access this through the universe. It's, if you will, it's a perfect communication system.
Okay. All right. And of course, you talk about the communication system as well, too. Is it where it's like, you're asking people to find you or hide, or like say, you want some healing and everything like that?
Yeah.
GPS tracks people down. So
Yeah, I get that. So let me explain in operation. I'm going to hold in my hand a photograph of the herpes virus. Now,
okay.
why am I doing this? When I place a microbe by way of a photograph inside the instrument will look at the molecular structure of the herpes virus and then negate that. So if I were to place a photograph of the herpes virus side by side my photograph, that process would serve to communicate the herpes virus, the quantum field of the herpes virus, with my quantum field. And in so doing, that process in the quantum field would serve to break apart the molecular bonds of the herpes virus. So in order for me to provide quantum healing, I take a photograph of a person, I introduce a photograph of a microbe, and the two communicate. Everything is, if you will, an instantaneous communication. And in so doing, I can eradicate the herpes virus by this quantum instrument through that informational input.
And what about other diseases, like say with cancer, or say with blood disorders, or say like with the AIDS virus? Let's see, what was that one with the mosquito? The Nile virus. I'm trying to think something new with the mosquito, and I think that
chikungunya virus. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. Yes, West Nile virus. That's the name I'm thinking of. Or it's like say with the current
So I have very good success if I can identify a microbe by way of a photograph. That's what I'm doing. I'm able to identify a microbe once again by a photograph, and then this instrument will eradicate, will break down the molecular bonds of that microbe through a photograph. Now, I've only perfected this technique with microbes. I don't have any other reach with any other type of what I would call ailment or disease. So my specialty is pathogenic disease.
Pathogenic. Okay. All right. So we got that part. And of course, they talk about the brain waves and everything. Everybody talks about the brain waves and whatever else. How can you tell that the brain waves are irregular, and how you try to correct those as well?
Yeah. Okay. Once again, I'm going to use this demonstration. If this instrument is strong enough to illuminate a light bulb, then in so doing, it will also have an immediate effect upon our brain waves and our chakras. So what's my point? When I place my photograph in this instrument, it's so strong, it will automatically recalibrate my brain waves and my 7 chakras, or my meridians. Now, how do I know that? Well, people tell us by way of testimony, that's what we have to rely upon, that they feel better, or that they have a sense of elation, they're euphoric. Many people say that they can sleep a very deep, meaningful sleep. All of that relates to this chakra balancing, or what I would call this brain reboot, in which scalar energy as an information system will reprogram our mind, reprogram our psyche. And the upshot to that is people feel better. That's the bottom line. What are the benefits? People are happy. There seems to be an increase in happiness. This is the tool for mental health moving forward. So keep in mind, I never work with drugs. This is all non-physical information through the photographic force field. I don't work with people. I work through the quantum field.
Okay. All right. And then how many photographs have you had so far?
Well, today in my lab, I worked with probably 500,000 people. Wow. I have 500,000 photographs. Many of those photographs are on collages. And if I can arrange a collage, we can place a collage inside the instrument. So this instrument can easily accommodate 500,000 photographs of people. So what I envision, Mike, is a global healing ministry in the quantum realm. This is quantum, not biological.
And quantum MD as well too. And how does one get involved and how does one send a photograph? We'll talk about in just 1 minute with Tom Paladino of Scalar Light and Scalar Energy. But first, listen to the Mike Widener Show at the MikeWidenerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget, Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. It's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Widener Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Widener Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon at paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon at paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has got great reviews. And Eve Levin enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Widener Show at the MikeWidenerShow.com on over 40 podcast platforms, heard in 100 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Apple Music, also on Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, heard worldwide, Geo7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and also on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to those channels. Also, follow the Mike Widener Show on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, as well as LinkedIn. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to take us with you on any mobile device. Also, check out the Mike Widener Show at the MikeWidenerShow.com, and also check on Amazon as well, too, for great gifts like T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies. Make scripts on Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Widener Show podcast. That's Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Widener Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also t-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today. I'll support the Mike Widener Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWidenerShow.com. Make sure you do so today. We're here with the founder of Scalar Light and Scalar Energy, Tom Paladino. He's back on the Mike Widener Show. Give us a little demonstration on how Scalar Energy works, influenced by Tesla as well, too, showing some photographs. Now, you're wondering out there, it's like, how do I get a photograph and how do I get involved? Tell us more about that.
Okay. So, and you're right. I want people to get involved. The website has 15 days of free session. Anybody in the world can email us a photograph. All we need is your butt shot, just your face. Scalarlight.com. Send us your photograph, and for 15 days, no obligation, we will balance your chakras, we'll identify and eradicate pathogens, germs, and we'll also perform a nutrient program. Now, this is done in the quantum field, so you don't have to do anything. You send your photograph represents you. Your photograph, so to speak, is your energetic witness. It's your bilocated version. And after 15 days, I think most of you will feel better. You'll feel some enhancement, some improvement in your health. And again, you don't have to change your lifestyle. Just email us your photograph. Visit the website, scalarlight.com.
And once again, what's the website?
Scalarlight.com. SCALAR Light, LIGHT.
And of course, we'll certainly do that as well, too. And of course, we talked the last on the show as well, too. You're involved in a project in India. We're involving so many people. And tell us more about that. And how's that coming so far?
Yes, we're doing quite well. So I'm going to hold up a photograph. This is an HIV/AIDS clinic in Delhi, India. And we have worked with over 5,000 people at Om Prakash HIV/AIDS clinic. And after working with them, by way of their photograph, nobody is reporting any viral load. All of the 5,000 people that we've worked with over the years are reporting that their health is improved. So this is quite significant. Working with over 5,000 people by way of their photograph at one clinic in Delhi, India, we know we're on to something gigantic. I'll let the audience come to their conclusion.
That sounds great as well, too. And what are some of the other countries and some other projects you've been involved with along the same lines like India?
Yeah, we do so much pro bono work, Mike. Thank you for asking. We've worked throughout Africa, Cameroon, Nigeria. We've worked in Tanzania. We've worked throughout Vietnam and many times in Latin America, really where people are poor and don't have the means to suitable health care. So we're working pro bono. This is our charitable endeavor. And this is one way we can reach many people through the quantum field through a photograph. So imagine you don't have to visit a clinic. You have quantum healing all by way of your emailed photograph to our laboratory. Now, this I know this is different. I know perhaps some people have never heard of this before, but this is valid because I'm working with scientific instruments that obey the laws of science. And the results are stellar. If you go to our website, you'll see 3,000 or 4,000 testimonies. So there is merit to what I'm saying.
And where are you currently working on right now? Which country you're working on? What project? What do you have planned in the future?
Yeah, for instance, Mike, today I work with 500,000 people. I had 500,000 photographs. So on any given day, I'm working with people from 60, 70 countries around the world. That's how simple and straightforward this is. Where am I going with this? I want to be able to treat 1 billion photographs a year. I want to be able to provide quantum healing to 1 billion people through this light dimension. It's not a biological dimension, through the quantum dimension.
And certainly is as well too. Now this works as human. Can this also works on pets, animals, plants, and other living things, or even like fish?
Yeah, you're right. Many people send us photographs of their dogs or cats, their pets. We've had great success working with farmers, with ranchers, with cows, with chickens.
Oh yes, I remember we talked about that. Now I remember.
Yeah. We're having anything that can be photographed can be treated with scalar energy. We've had great success working in Hawaii, treating out the fungus in trees.
Oh wow.
In Hawaii. Yeah. So it again is such a versatile energy. There's so many things we can do with this energy. It's just the tip of the iceberg. I'm going to go on record by saying this type of technology will someday supersede in importance the computer and the computer age.
I think that's rather interesting, and I think the founders, I'm sure, will be very happy about it.
Yeah, we're going to change the world with this technology. Again, this is free energy from the sun and the stars. And if I can illuminate a light bulb locally, then eventually I'll be able to illuminate an object at a distance. This is the free energy of the future. Why? It's energy from the sun and the stars. I don't create scalar energy. It's created by God from the sun and the stars. So keep in mind, the power plant for the future are the stars. We don't need to create power. We just need to harness power.
And once again, how can people get a hold of you, and what's the website, and how can people send their photographs?
Scalarlight.com, SCALAR, scalarlight.com. Visit the website, upload your photograph. No questions asked, no obligation. We will work with you for 15 days, and I'm pretty sure most of you will feel the quantum benefits.
We will certainly do that. Once again, we're with Tom Paladino of Scalar Light and Scalar Energy on the Mike Wagner Show with an update. Tom, a very big thank you for your time. You always give us some great updates. Please keep us up to date to what's going on, and let's help people get healed and all that. Once again, yes. What's the website and what's your special offer?
Scalarlight.com, 15 days of free session for anybody in the world. All you have to do is email your photograph. You do not have to change your diet or sleep pattern. Just email us your photograph. Thank you.
And we want you to do that right now. Once again, Tom, a very big thank you for your time. You're always fantastic. Looking forward to hearing soon. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Live back. Wish you all the best. And Tom, definitely a great future. We wish you all the best.